Dev's pushing untested patch. Rip us. Dr. Fishy.
Hello.
Hey, what's hanging?
What's up?
What brings you to therapy today? What do you want to talk about?
It's a therapy about relationships only, you know?
It can be anything.
Okay, so there is someone streaming on Twitch that I really love, and recently he left, he quit from Twitch, and I think something will bring him back to Twitch. So if you can just say, Falafel, can you come back to Twitch, please?
You sound like a parasocial, though. I don't know if he should.
Why? Why? Because his name?
No, because you said you love him.
Yeah, I love the way he's streaming. You know. If you can say this sentence, I will really appreciate it.
Who is Falafel?
Falafel is a streamer from Twitch.
I mean,
He's
what
streaming
country?
on
What
Twitch.
country is he from?
Israel.
Israel. Uh-oh.
Why?
Maybe he left for a good reason.
What do you mean about when you said
Family stuff.
it? We actually don't know why he left Twitch from streaming, but we all of his community wants him to stream, to come back to streaming on Twitch. So because we love his content and the way he bring us his content.
When did he leave
know.
Twitch?
About a month ago.
Damn. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Falafel. They want you back.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
It means so much to me.
No problem.
And that's all. Thank you very much about it.
All right. Good luck. Hopefully you get your
we love
streamer
falafel.
back.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye.
Big Chungus.
Amouranth, how's it going?
Great. What's up?
I've fixed the problem with the audio. Anyway, so what I was trying to say before is I've been watching the ice streams. I'm sure you have been keeping up with them.
A little
And
bit.
yeah, I've been on a super yacht. I actually was on a boat called the Grateful. It has a jacuzzi in the back. It's got like 3 levels, not layers. You know, all kinds of fun amenities and shit. these underwater jet ski things, along with a normal jet ski. And basically, what that did was ruin my entire mindset on living. And at the moment, I am having a breakdown over the fact that I probably won't be rich enough to own something like that. And I really want to.
Owning it's
I have a,
overrated. Chartering it's
y-
better.
that's a good point, actually. I'll give you that, yeah. Because true, the operating costs are probably pretty significant.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, the whole point is, I have grown up a person that hasn't had a lot of money. And when you get the taste of something that is like that opulent, I mean, maybe not everybody, it was it was one of those things where it was sort of,
No, I get what you mean. I know what you mean. It's like
it-
you
yeah,
tasted the life of what it's kind of like to be rich. You got a little sneak peek, and now it sucks going back to your reality.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was only like 6 months ago, and I think ever since then, because it was just recently built. It was in Italy, so a lot of things, lots of things that I would never have done otherwise. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you like? You're a person that has invested well, and you've got a good amount of wealth. How do you feel about like wealth in general?
I completely agree with what you're saying. I feel like it's much worse to have experienced something better and then feel like you're losing it versus never experiencing it all and staying like brokey and never having rich people experiences. That's a lot easier to cope with and be happy than to get than to get a taste of the rich life and then lose it. That sucks.
Yeah, yeah. And that's basically what happened. And ironically, it was considered a vacation. But no, it was one of those things where I understand the kinds of things that are happening on these super yachts, and they're not any like all it is you get out, you go to land for the day, you get catered on a tender, you come back to the boat, they give you cold towels to cool off your face, make you whatever drink you want, have a whole dinner prepared for you at a certain time every day. Like it's just this stuff that I'm just, yeah, it's basically not having it, and then not having it has kind of screwed up my whole entire idea. I almost wish I never went on it. I almost wish I never went on it.
Ignorance is
Yeah.
bliss.
Ignorance is bliss, to be quite honest. Because, anyway, like, I only came here to bring this up just because it's been a really prescient issue recently. I mean, it brought back a lot to see St. Bart's and the kind of things, that whole sort of.
Yeah, what was that party? What was that
Well,
party with
okay.
that Karen?
That was so fucked up. Or I don't know if you allow swearing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that was so fucked up. I don't know what that was. The fact that she is a board member and potentially I think a founder of a number of charities related to well, first off, charities, supposedly nonprofits, but related to saving children, and then she's just having like these NDA weird parties in a high class villa on the most
That was high
opulent
class. That
island.
shit looked like a trailer park. Looked bad. It looked like a
Well,
junkyard.
it did, but it's a villa on St. Bart's. I mean,
So
guess-
it's like LA. It's expensive trash.
Exactly.
Oh, I
Exactly.
gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
what I would get. I would get out of that. I mean, truth be told, if I was being real, I would expect the owner or the founder of a nonprofit to be strictly committed to the goals of the charity they sought to create. I mean, I know there's operating costs, but it shouldn't be an opulent experience outside of maybe trying to get rich people to donate. But you yourself shouldn't be living like that.
And let me
in my
tell
opinion.
you the reality of nonprofits. Nonprofits usually have the most greedy people. Because the
Yeah.
reason why they create nonprofits is for loopholes in the financial system.
Oh, the tax man. He can't
Yep.
see them there. That's a good point. That is a brilliant point. And I think that's what we saw. I think that's exactly what we saw because something doesn't sit right about the fact that number one, that she's immediately going to can't film here, you know, like I'm gonna rip your equipment and then yell at you that you're gonna get sued and give you an NDA.
Yeah, that means she's
you
trying
know,
to hide something. Sus.
yeah, yeah. So something was going on there that I'm not entirely sure we can
I don't
understand.
know
You
if
know,
it
because we
means
did.
that some people are saying like sex trafficking kids there. I don't even think it's that. I think it might be
No.
more of an issue with like they don't want to get audited by like spending all this money. You know, I think it's more something more to do with like taxes and the IRS or whatever than it is.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
I 100%. I mean, I think that the people. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry if I interrupted you. I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I definitely think that it isn't something as dramatic and as messed up as like something like sex trafficking or anything like that. But I do think that it is something that maybe honest people wouldn't like to see. Because it messes with your idea of how the world is working and should work. To see that reality, so I definitely would imagine they would want to hide it, which explains her being so over the top.
Yeah, probably just hiding for the appearance sake. Either the investors she has there, doesn't want them to be filmed drinking, like kind of like TwitchCon did that one year with their party and their partners.
Yep.
Or it's
Yep.
something about like they're spending more money than they should be because they're a nonprofit. I don't know, something like
Yep.
that. I don't think it's like actually like their kid's there and she's another Epstein. Like I don't think it's that serious.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Anyway, Amouranth, that was mainly my main concern for this little therapy session. I mean, I appreciate you being real, and just being like, yeah, no, that kind of. I mean, it sucks to like, and I'm not trying to flex either. I want to make that clear. It's not a flex to experience something.
Did you
like,
pay
'cause it
for the
was kind of a-
vacation or did someone else pay for the vacation?
No, so it's actually so my girlfriend's grandfather is a partial owner of the boat. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like I just sort of tagged along and I loved the hell out of it. But I definitely felt,
Well, why
it
don't
was.
you network with her grandfather and see how you can get in that crowd?
I have tried. Okay, this is a whole separate issue. So he's kind of like an old school mob boss style guy. I mean, he's not a mob boss. He owns a construction company, but he's very, very hard to get along with, and he's a hardline Republican, like full on. Trump was right. It just, I mean, not to bring politics in anything, but like that's not exactly my political view. But he's extremely hard to get along with. So that does, I mean, plus he's like 80, so he's kind of I don't really have much in. My grandparents are not alive, and they weren't for my whole life, so it's I don't really get how to interact with somebody of that age.
Does
Honestly.
your girlfriend get along with him?
Not really. I mean, kind of, but not really. No. So I'm sort of in one of those positions where it's like I would love to be able to. Okay, well, I hate to say leech or like kind of ride on his coattails. I mean, I would love the opportunity to make something of myself in a large business field. I mean, I do software now, so it pays well, but it's sort of you're never going to get to that level if you're not doing something extraordinary. It would
Yeah.
be easier to rely on nepotism if I'm being 100% honest.
I think I don't know. At least I don't put myself above this. If I was in your position, I would you say he's hard to get along with. just pretend, straight up suck up to him, straight up create this persona. He's 80. You don't have that much longer till you don't have to anymore.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie, that's true. Well, there's another. There's a lot of drama with this guy. I mean, there's a whole familial thing where there's two families and the money's split between. So it's a whole complicated. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. But anyway, the probability is that him. I would have to act quick if I wanted to make anything of this. The likelihood is I probably won't, just because I don't really I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be that guy. I don't
Okay.
want to be the guy that goes after my girlfriend's grandfather for money. Like I'd rather just fucking be poor, I guess. But
Would she rather
The-
be poor?
honestly, yeah, she would. She does not like her grandfather as a person for the things he's done to get where he is. So
Interesting.
yeah. So she's a very down to earth person. I got to give her that. She's very like, you know what? I'd rather us just live our life and enjoy what we have than to be that sort of person. So I respect that 100%.
Sure.
I just wish I was a little more or rather less into the idea of having anything and everything I could ever want.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm shameless. I'm greedy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people are like, "You're so greedy." I'm like, "Amen." You
Same,
live
that's
once.
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like it's like, why not be greedy?
Yeah.
What are you gonna like? That's
only
entirely how-
poor people look down upon greed.
Yeah, because that's exact. I mean, I look at it from the biological perspective too. Biology says we should be greedy.
Yeah. Amen.
So,
Why shouldn't you
yeah.
want nice things? Fuck them.
Yep, exactly. You get one life, might as well enjoy it. And to enjoy it, money makes the world go round. So money is
True.
the ultimate. I mean, obviously you can have emotional problems that transcend money. You can still be depressed if you have all the money in the world. But if you have a good mindset and you're a good person and you happen to have all the money in the world, you'd have a great life.
Yeah, I know. Like, obviously, I don't want literally all the money in the world, right? Like, none for you, all for me. Like, it's not like that. I just like as much money as I can get, sure.
Right, that's what I meant
Yeah.
more like the hypothetical, whatever your max limit of conceptual ability is.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I don't want to take up more of your time if you don't want me to be here. I mean, I realize we've been talking for a little bit now. I've enjoyed my time speaking to the great Amouranth. But I also feel like there's other people that maybe want to get on. So I'll, if I show back up, maybe we can talk again. But
Sure.
until then, I'll let you move on and have a wonderful night.
You too. All right. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Oh. See, that is the exact reason why I didn't start spending money until I was already doing well for myself. Like as soon as you get money doing influencing stuff, people have the tendency to want to spend it and start enjoying. But I wasn't sure if it was going to last, and I didn't want to experience a bunch of cool stuff and then become a brokey again. Oh, what's up? Hello?
Yo,
What's going on?
what's up? I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. What brings you to therapy then?
There's been a lot of issues lately with family members, honestly.
Yeah? What's up? What's been happening?
Yeah, one of them is named Chubeta. Can you spell it like Chubeta? He. Ah, fuck, I'm kind
Are
of
you telling me to
nervous.
chew better?
No, Chubeta.
Chewbacca.
No. Chubeda.
CHU
BEDA.
Chubada.
Yeah.
Chubada.
Exactly.
Okay.
So basically, he just took $100 from me yesterday.
Took a what for you?
He $100.
$100.
Yeah. He does not want to bring it back.
And how does that make you feel?
Depressed.
Was that all the money you had?
Yeah. I'm kind of in dumps right now.
Did you get it back?
No.
Do you have
He
plans to
doesn't
get it
want to
back?
bring it back. Other than
You take it back by force. He couldn't handle it. He was laughing too hard. Good luck. Pro gamer girl.